Hello everybody, this is JT's Reviews here, and today I'm going to be reviewing this Hoover Spritz 700 watt 5.6 kilogram. See, I've got the instructions right there. So today I'm going to be reviewing this because I've got some criticism things I want to talk about with this thing, and a couple of the good things I want to talk about with this thing. You do get this head attachment with it. You get another attachment that I have lost. And you've got this one too, which is the pet hair remover hand tool. And you also get the energy rating label here that tells you a lot about the Hoover. This one's been given a energy rating B. Apparently, according to this, it's got an energy star C for the back end filter or something like that. It's also been given an energy rating C also for the Hoover itself, and according to this it can't do hard floors, which is what I'm on typically. The decibel reading is 89 decibel and the kWh is 32. I'll go over in a minute what's wrong with this picture. To start with, it is a very nice looking unit. Looks like something from the 80s or 70s. It has a nice release for the bin itself. It's also kind of easy to clean. I'll go over why it's kind of. And it has a nice 70s looking switch on the top to switch it on and off. On the back, obviously, you get the cable itself. It doesn't say anywhere, I don't think anyway, of how long this is, but I'm guessing it's 4 or 5 meters. This is obviously your hose here, so you can actually take that out anytime you want and put an attachment like this and start hoovering normally when it's standing up like this. To put the hose back, you just pop it back into the hole. So as you can see here, you've got a little wheel here. You've got 2 little ones on the top. This is the brush, obviously, and this is the 2 big wheels at the back. This machine is over 40 something pounds from Argos. You can get it for that amount of money, but it is not a great investment, if you know what I mean in a minute when I tell you why this is not a great investment. So let's go over the pros. It hoovers the floor for you. There you go, that's one of the pros that you want to know. It's very good at, removing the hose and getting to small areas, no problem. Very easy to do. Movability is pretty nice with this thing. It does move around nicely. The switch is very easy and simple. There's no bending down as much as I can see. It's easy to switch it on and off. Now we're going to go over to the cons. The energy star rating, I think, is a complete lie, because the way it hoovers your floor is not a C rating, in my opinion. In my opinion, it's more like an F or a G, because, to be honest with you, it doesn't hoover the floor as great as some hoovers are. Cheaper ones, to be precise. In fact, this is the rating from a Tesco hoover, and that's been given an E. This one's been given a C, so this should be more efficient than this one at cleaning your floor. Maybe it is in power, but it's not very good at your floor. Also, the Tesco also was given an outwards G, so it's not very energy efficient at all. But to be honest, nor is this one, because it kicks fluff and dust around. And that's one thing I hate about it. And the decibel rating is so much more better on the Tesco one, because it's 81 decibel and this is 89. So if I was you, I'd save 5 or 6 quid of your money and get a Tesco. That's just my cons about it. Another con about it is the filter could be a bit of kerfuffle when it comes up against cleaning it. For example, when you take it out, that's easy, but when you start taking it apart, you've got this part, then you've got this part, then you've got this part, and then eventually you might forget how to put it back together, so it's not as easy as Hoover making it out. Easy for me because I just figured it out easily. The other con was that it does kick around a lot of fluff. If you bend this down, as you can see, this bit looks easy enough to fly all the dust out, so it's not so great. So yeah, all in all round, not so great when it comes up against it, because, well, it flies dust around. Also, the top here is very, very flimsy. I wouldn't recommend people to use this for day-to-day thing, but the great thing is it does go up and down to, you know, go with your height. This bit at the back obviously is for the tube, but it doesn't fit unless you have it on the low setting, so pointless in part Hoover. This bit here looks cheaply made, it's just so unbelievable. Also, unlike other Hoovers, it has this nice cheap ability to make it sound like that you've got a Hoover product that is actually a toy. So yeah, not very good, but yeah, again, for the price you are paying for cheap, dare I say, crappy quality. All in all, nice looking Hoover. To be honest with you, I wouldn't recommend this. I would recommend the Tesco Hoover a million times better than this, because as you can tell, this is not a very efficient Hoover in my opinion. It says it's been given a class B and it works for pet hair, but I don't think it works for anybody very well, because to be honest with you, when you're moving along and the brushes are spinning, sometimes it misses a lot of stuff. I mean, yeah, it picks up a big amount of fluff and hair, but it doesn't do a great job at crumbs. This is, obviously you get the manual with it and it tells you how to use it, like so. But sometimes you'll have to have physics to actually understand this thing. So yeah, I think it should be a bigger manual in my opinion. Another dislike of Hoover's products is this, the allergy and pet hair remover. It gets jammed easily. And the problem with that is, that means you keep having to take this apart and take out the bit that's broken, and obviously it goes on. Also, another problem with it is this is also broken apart a bit. Not great quality Hoover. Yet again, it suits your image. So yeah, this part is okay. It's not great. The pros are it does work. It sucks up 20 times better, I think, than, well, not this part here, but maybe this suction nozzle, maybe. And it does a great job, but it will add to the noise. Okay, now to the cons. It adds to the noise, obviously. And the other con is the fact that this is so cheap in plastic. If you put this on too hard, it will start to crack and probably shatter in your face eventually. The brushes itself look so tight together, they looks like it will jam so damn easily. And all in all, a pointless but okay nozzle. I haven't used this nozzle yet, but I'm guessing it's the same as many other nozzles. Sucks in and obviously does a great job, I guess. But the biggest disadvantage is this part here. It has its problems with some finer hair parts and stuff. Don't get me wrong, this beats the Dyson a million times over, because even the Dyson got stuck at bloody big amounts of fluff, but still, it still misses quite a few pieces, obviously, and I had to use the Tesco Hoover just to finish up, which is why I got it. All in all, I give this product more of a 5 or a 4 out of 10. Mixed thoughts for it. It's not so great, but it does some of the jobs that maybe expensive Hoovers still don't do very well. Would I recommend the Spritz for pet hair? No. Would I recommend it as a daily Hoover? No. But if you're on a cheap budget and you like Hoover products, maybe. But if you don't give a crap about marketing, go for something like one of these Tesco VCM6 C15, because it's less decibels, and it may say it's all bad, but it does hardwood and it also does other things much more better that this will not do at all. Hard flooring, all it does is it sounds like a generator on the floor when it's hitting the floor. It's not great for that. The cable length itself is pretty shocking. Very shocking indeed. For a cheap Hoover, yes, I can understand. But if this was aimed towards bigger markets, for bigger amount of money, then maybe this will be disgusting. This cable looks long on camera, but it's not long at all. From the socket to over there, which is not far off, this thing will plug out the plug automatically. So basically it's got a plug out feature where it shoves the plug out, which is dangerous in my opinion and should be longer. And I don't get how the Tesco Hoover's got loads more lead than this, and it's cheaper for God's sake. So yeah, another con out of it, you know? And there's a lot of them. But all in all, okay, could be better, you know, I mean, what do you expect for a 40 odd quid Hoover? But I've heard that Hoover, even with the 80 quid, 100 quid or whatever quid on the market Hoovers, they still have the same cons as the cheap versions. So from the expensive ones to this, I recommend getting the cheap version. But if you just want to dodge Hoover altogether, say goodbye to that thing, get yourself something much better like the Tesco one that I've been talking about. Anyway, this has been JT's Reviews. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to come and resubscribe and put below what you like about this Hoover device and what you don't like. Cheers!